We begin with breaking news. The release of Israeli hostages from Gaza is now underway, as Palestinian prisoners are also set to be freed. A historic step in potentially ending 2 years of widespread death and suffering in the Middle East. I'm Kathy Vara.
I'm Jonathan Gonzalez. For 2 years now and 6 days, their families have held their breaths, hoping for their return. But now we are watching the closest chance yet at a stop to the war in Gaza.
And we are watching live as the hostage exchange process is now underway, starting just 56 minutes ago. And now President Trump is also expected to be landing in Israel any minute to give remarks and attend a following peace summit in Egypt.
Again, as part of this negotiated peace deal between Israel and Hamas, Israel expecting the return of the last 20 remaining living hostages being held by Hamas. The IDF says 7 of them have been released so far. The remains of other Israeli hostages are also set to be returned. In exchange, Israel will release 250 prisoners and some 1,700 Palestinians who were detained after the October 7th attack.
Tonight, NBC4's Tracey Leong is live in Pico Robertson with how this is being felt here at home. Tracey.
Yeah, Jonathan and Kathy, we are standing in front of the Museum of Tolerance, where you can see the building is illuminated in blue to mark the release of the remaining hostages and in remembrance for those who did not survive. I spoke to their communications director, Eric Simon, who says the blue light serves as a symbol of compassion, unity, and a visual prayer of gratitude for those who have come home and a solemn tribute to those who never will.
Joyous relief mixed with tears and heartache. After more than 2 years, family members of Israeli hostages are preparing to reunite with their loved ones.
This is a moment of tremendous joy and anticipation, but it is, of course, tempered by profound sadness for those who will not come back alive.
The Los Angeles director of the American Jewish Committee, Richard Hirschhout, calling this a bittersweet moment. Under the first phase of the ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas, the remaining 48 hostages are expected to be released. 20 are still believed to be alive. 2 of the remaining hostages with local ties, Ron Braslovsky and Alon Ohel, seen here before their capture in the most recent photos taken by Hamas, both from the San Fernando Valley. It has been more than 2 years since the October 7th attack, when Hamas-led fighters launched an assault on Israel, killing 1,200 and abducting about 250. In retaliation, the Israel Defense Forces invaded Gaza. More than 67,000 people in the Palestinian enclave have been killed, with many more wounded. In retaliation, the Israel Defense Forces invaded Gaza. More than 67,000 people in the Palestinian enclave have been killed, with many more wounded. Hirschhout says the end of the war means an end of suffering on all sides.
It's time for Hamas to continue to be defanged, and for nations in the Middle East and those who support them around the world to come together and build a more hopeful future for Israelis and Palestinians and all people of the Middle East.
Israeli officials tell NBC News that the remaining hostages will be released to Red Cross before they are taken to Israel-owned parts of Gaza and then heading to a base in southern Israel, where they will be reunited with their families. Reporting live, Tracey Leong, NBC4 News.
Thank you, Tracey. And our coverage doesn't end here. You can get rolling live updates throughout the night right now on NBCLA.com and the NBCLA app.
Our focus is